Thank you for watching. This is a presentation from NR Payroll Services Limited to demonstrate the use of our latest version of client payroll input spreadsheets. Our clients will be populating these throughout the course of the month, throughout the course of the earnings period. When they're ready for us to run the payroll, they'll check and validate that everything that they need to have on there is on there, and they will send this over to us in an email for us to run the payroll. The first tab that you can see on my screen is an employee list. So our clients, rather than sending in PDF or paper handwritten employee starter forms, and in the past our clients used to transpose these onto an Excel standalone starter form document. It's a bit of a mouthful there. What they'll then do going forwards is they will transpose the details onto a list like this one, just in the next available line, which in this case is line 6. They'll just use the next available unused employee number to reference the employee, pop that in there, select a title from the drop down, which in this case I'm going to use Miss. For example, employee, give her a date of birth of the 22nd of the 9th, 1980. Here I've mistyped that, and you can see the age has come up with hash marks, which demonstrates that the date of birth is not correct. And when I put a correct date of birth in there, it brings up an age, which I'm sure you can calculate is appropriate to the date of birth. I'm going to give her a start date of the 3rd of the 12th, 2023. Now this person, you can see there's a few salaried people on this payroll here already. This person's not going to be salaried. With the salaried people, you'll see that the list shows contracted weekly hours and also contracted days per week. And they are populated by entering their contracted hours per day onto this general schedule document. In this case, this example employee is going to be a 0-hour worker, but I'm going to still populate her rate of pay in column N for November, as you can see here, at £15 an hour. And that is used for the purpose of national minimum wage checking. I'm going to select a pay frequency of monthly. I'm going to give her an address. And an email address. What I'm going to do with the email address is I'm going to put an apostrophe at the front of it, and that will stop it from turning into a hyperlink. I enter a phone number. In there. I'm going to populate her marital status and a national insurance number. Your employees will often, well, they should, fill out a HMRC starter checklist when they start, and they'll tick a box for their tax declaration. And all you simply need to do is just select that declaration from the drop down. Same with a student loan and the postgraduate loan. The payment method is set up by default as credit transfer, but if bank details are populated, then it will change to backs. The name on the bank account and also the bank name and the sort code. and I'm going to put the BACS reference down. You can have it as whatever you want to show on their statement when they get paid, but in this case, I'm just going to put salary. If you use departments, then you can put a department reference in as well. This month, test employee 1 is actually leaving the company. So I'm going to just pop a date in there. When you're putting a leave date in, don't forget to go and pay somebody for any holidays that have been accrued but not used. Do that by, if you're using our holiday tracker, then you can do that by looking at the holidays remaining column on the far right hand side. We'll get on the holiday tracker shortly. If not, if you're doing that in-house, then obviously again you can obviously take the data from whatever method you're using. In order to put the holiday pay on, I'm going to select test employee 1 from the drop down. I'm going to select the holiday pay type from the drop down. Now there isn't a holiday pay type currently set up on this payroll, so the schedule of this company's earnings period, so they get paid from the first to the last working day of the month, and that payday is the last working day, as you can see on this schedule on the left hand side of my screen. On this same tab there is some pay elements and some deductions currently in use with the company. If as per the example here, the company doesn't currently have a holiday pay component, just put one in the next available reference number down, and we'll obviously mirror that on the payroll. By doing that, you can see that I've got a holiday pay component here. So this person was actually due 9 days of unused holidays. I'm just going to make up a rate, but again, you will generally have that for your employees on the day. Again, you'll have that in-house for your employees, in which case obviously you would enter the correct data. Now this person actually wanted a wage advance for that. Might have left on bad terms, for example. So put a wage advance deduction on, so that means the person's already had the money. We're not going to pay them it twice. We're deducting off what they've had in advance. So you can see quite easily there. It's quite straightforward. If someone's coming into your office as the month's going on, just dropping overtime forms and whatnot on your desk, you can just populate this as the month's going on. You come to the end of the month, and it's there, ready to check that you've got everything on, ready to check that everything's been entered correctly, that what you're instructing us is actually what your staff should be getting paid. And obviously when you're happy with that, then you send it over. Again, an example here, someone's coming into my office, Betty payslip, she's got an overtime form, she's full of enthusiasm about it. So I'm just going to document it while I've got it by selecting it from the drop down, selecting overtime. She's done 10 hours at £15 an hour. There, it's done. I can save the sheet until I next have something I need to put on, and so on and so forth. You come to the end of the month and you just check you've got everything on there fully and correctly. When we run your payroll, what we do is we check that we've processed as per what you've instructed us, and we check the summary reports against the gross figures on this particular sheet here, the monthly payroll summary. We also check your pensions against this particular tab here. Again, hypothetically, if you've got someone who's absent, just pop their dates of absence in there. So, for example, test employee 1, I mean, by the looks of it, this person really hasn't had a very good month. They've left on the 19th and they've been absent 2 days. The absence dates in there, and we'll obviously enter the absence onto our systems and calculate if the person's due any SSP, or if you have a company sick pay scheme, then obviously we'll check if they fit the trigger for that. So as you can see, obviously the entering of the payments, the entering of the starters and the leavers is all quite a simple process. We've got a holiday tracker as well on this spreadsheet. You may choose to use it if you wish. There's no requirement for you to do so. You just might find it helps. So what this does is it prorates people's holidays based on their days worked, their hours worked per week, their start and leave date if the start and leave mid-holiday year. So you can enter the start and the end date of your holiday year in this top corner here, and you can select from a drop down whether people take holidays in weeks, in days or hours. So people may your company, if someone takes a holiday, are they paid a day for it, or are they paid 7 hours, or however many hours someone works in a day? So you'll know that, and based on what you select here, this spreadsheet will obviously work out your holidays according to your company's parameters. So in this example here, the holiday year works from the 1st of January to the 31st of December, and the employees take holidays and accrue holidays in days rather than hours. So what we've said here, test employee 1 is entitled to 5 weeks per year. Now that would be exclusive of bank holidays. Generally speaking, you find salaried people get holidays as a number exclusive of bank holidays, and paid people get them inclusive. So for example, an hourly paid person may get 5.6 weeks, where they get the bank holidays as well. A salaried person, they wouldn't get a different pay element for a bank holiday. But anyways, your company's by the by. This is obviously just an example where someone gets the 5 weeks, and then the bank holidays are completely separate. They just get them paid a normal day. So that's the 25 days. As I say, there's 8 bank holidays, so this person would get the 8 on top of them anyway. So this spreadsheet's prorating what this person's accrued throughout the course of the year, and you can just, if you want to, you can just log how many days each person uses each month, or how many hours, which ultimately gives you a final holidays remaining figure on the right hand side. So that's what they've accrued, less what they've taken. So yeah, it's a little tool. You may want to use it, you may not, but it's there for you should you wish, and it may just help you because it's all geared up to calculate that stuff without you having to sit and work it out with a pen and paper. So that's our spreadsheet. Our clients, as I say, fill this in throughout the course of the month, and it in essence communicates to us what they want to pay their staff in a very clear way, whereby we can easily check the payroll, check the accuracy of what we've done before anything goes out, and it just means that everything is A, in a uniform format, and B, you've got the peace of mind knowing that you've obviously populated everything and checked everything before you've submitted it to us. We've got peace of mind knowing that what we've processed matches exactly what it is you're wanting to pay your staff, and both of us have the peace of mind that your staff are being paid compliantly and accurately, and it aids our turnaround time as well. So you've got that peace of mind as well, knowing that everything's going to be done and turned around in a timely manner for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any queries, email nick@nrpayrollservices.co.uk or info@nrpayrollservices.co.uk. If you're not currently using this edition of Spreadsheet and you'd like to, again, email info@nrpayrollservices.co.uk, and one of our team will get your payroll set up on the latest version of this document. If you're not currently an NR Payroll Services client, you like the look of what you see. If you've maybe been having issues with your bureau not accurately processing your payroll or turning it around in a timely manner for you, again, feel free to email info@nrpayrollservices.co.uk, and we will see if we can help. I'm sure we can, and would love to hear from you. So thank you for watching, and please accept my best wishes for Christmas and New Year. And if you're watching in the summer, then I hope you're doing well and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.